Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. The Grand Tour is back. The first episode from the second season um, dropped last night on Amazon Prime, and essentially this show is the only reason I have Amazon Prime. Huge fan of this show. I was a huge fan of Top Gear. Anybody that knows my channel and has followed my videos knows that. I was distraught when Top Gear ended, but delighted when this show started. It's like Top Gear with the shackles taken off. Absolutely loved the first season, last season, that came out last year, and it's back. And like I say, the first episode was on last night, and I'm going to give you some of my thoughts on the first episode now. They have made some changes to the format of the show from last season, and essentially it's basically because the feedback they were getting were that people didn't like it, especially the celebrity brain crash. So they have altered the format. It's in a permanent location now. They used to travel the world and have the show in a different country each week, and now it is permanently based in the UK. And I think that for a lot of reasons that makes sense. They've got their own track now again, and to be honest, it feels like the dust has settled on this show a little bit now, and they're laying the foundations, which is really pleasing to see. They really seem to be finding their feet now. And this first episode essentially focuses on a road trip in Switzerland, and they call it the past, the now, and the future. Jeremy Clarkson's in a Lamborghini from the past, petrol. James May is in a Honda from the now. It's like a hybrid car that mixes petrol and electric. And Hammond is in some Czech supercar that's electric only, brand new car. And they're like comparing the past, the present, and the future to see which is best. And they go to Switzerland. They do the usual things, going up and down, travelling, having fun things happening. Hammond apparently was in charge of planning this trip, so he makes them stay at like this health spa, which is really quite funny. And later on, it's one of those where it runs throughout the whole show, this, and they keep breaking off to go back to the studio. They now, because they don't have Celebrity Brain Crash anymore, they've changed it up in a sense of this show now is getting more like the old Top Gear than Top Gear. Rather than having one celebrity in a reasonably priced car, they've got two celebrities racing against each other on this track in a Jaguar to see who comes out with the fastest time. And this week it was Ricky Wilson from bloody hell, I forgot the name, the pop band, the rock band I mean, who sang I Predict a Riot, and for the life of me it's gone out of my mind the name of the band. And David Hasselhoff. Conversation Street is back, as funny as ever. That's essentially just the news, but they spend most of the time basically bickering, which is always funny to watch. And then they get back to the film of the three cars at the testing. And I think what makes this episode stand out a little bit is you may or may not know that this was the one where Hammond had his crash and basically nearly died, but thankfully got out reasonably unscathed. He broke some bones, broke a leg and his knee, things like that, but it actually shows it. So you get the full trip, everything leading right up to the crash, and I think they handle it really quite well, the whole crash thing. I would have liked a little bit more of a serious approach to the crash bit at the end, but in typical fashion they don't really give us that. They just basically take the mickey out of Hammond. But overall, an outstanding first episode. Delighted this show is back. Can't wait for the next one.